it's Tutorial Tuesday, and today I'm going to show you a little example of everything you do, you must undo. So this past weekend I got married and I wore heels that were like 5 inches high. All well and good until the next day when my feet are killing me and my calves are really tight. So I want to show you what my go-to is to release my ankles and my calves. So a little bit of ankle mobility to start, and then one of my favorite releases for the calves and the back of the knees. First thing I'm going to do is grab a yoga tune-up ball, and I'm going to do a little bit of ankle mobility with the ball. So I'm going to just place my foot on the ball, spreading through my toes, and I'm going to drive my knee towards my big toe, getting a little ankle mobility in there, all right? Spreading through the toes, keeping my heel down on the ground. I can do 3 to 5 times there. Then I'm going to try to drive my knee towards my pinky toe. Try, being the key word. The ball is on the ball towards the arch of my foot. I'm just kind of moving around. I like to do this with the yoga tune-up ball. You can use a lacrosse ball if you want, but the density of this ball is just great. You can go back to the other side. Really roll around on that arch. Don't be afraid to like dig in there, because that's where I feel tight, is in my arch. All right, so I rolled around on that foot. If I take a little walk around, it feels pretty open on that side. I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. After I do both of the ankles with the ball, I'm going to take a yoga blanket and I'm going to roll it up. So I have a thin blanket. I'm going to place that blanket behind the backs of my knees, making sure that there's still some blanket in the middle. I'm going to try to keep my heels down on the ground, and I'm going to sit onto the blanket, all right? I can rock a little bit side to side, bringing my heels up, really getting into the calves or behind the back of the knee. I can even add in a little bit of thoracic mobility while I'm down there, so I'm sitting down in my squat with my chest up, rotate. Keep my toes tucked under. I can bring my knees down to the ground so that blanket's still stuffed behind my knees. Toes tucked under, rock to the right, rock to the left. I can feel the back of my hamstrings, my calves, the arches of my feet getting all up in there. If I come forward, the blanket still stays behind the calves, except now my toes aren't tucked under, so I'm sitting in almost like a child's pose position, except I'm upright with my torso over my hips, rocking side to side, leaning over to the left, getting to my left hamstring, my left calf more. Same thing goes for the right. If I take this out, I feel like I've created much more space to be able to come into my squat with the torso upright. Say I come into a downward dog. Everything feels way better. So don't forget, everything you do, you must undo, and there's a nice little sequence that you can do if you